Yeah, I'm Brad Bain, also known as the Clone, through the
yeah.
radio circles, I guess. Been doing, I guess, sports radio, my own show now been doing it on my own now for probably 12 years.
Yeah.
Got my start, very thankful, grateful for Tony Basilio giving me a platform and doing some contributing to Tony Basilio and his website and doing some voiceover stuff. And he kind of recognized, I guess, somewhat of a talent. And so we kind of took it another step. And yeah, doing that. A little bit about me, I guess. I am from Knoxville, born and raised here, North Knoxville, and graduate of Powell High School, and a UT grad as well, 2000, and so that's a little bit about me, I guess. Have a couple of kids, a lovely wife, family, a couple dogs.
And a good producer.
I have a fantastic producer, great guy, who's very knowledgeable of sports and, like I said, helps kind of keep me in line because, even
That's a task.
this
I'll tell you
format
what.
here, very grateful that we're now on Rocky Top Sports Radio.
Absolutely.
Again, had prior to this, we were with WVLZ 1180 AM, and then did an app-only show on TonyBasilio.com and Tony Basilio's radio platform, which is a free app. Download. You can find some of our stuff there, some of my contributions to his platform. So yeah, we've had kind of the zany kind of the name, I guess, when you go back to Clone. Where does it originate? It actually originates from the old Swamp Rat, Dewey Warren, ex-UT football quarterback, his show, and his producer, who now calls games has called games for years for the Oak Ridge Wildcats, Dave Clary. Diamond Dave Clary, fantastic radio voice and very knowledgeable guy around the high school community and high school sports, calls basketball, football. They just sort of named it. I was calling these shows and imitating folks. They say it's the finest form of flattery. So it got to be, just hey, the name was thrown out there, it stuck, and so. But again, Brad Bain's the name, and most people know me as Clone or call me that through the radio circle. So
Boclonio, yeah.
Boclonio, yeah.
Is there any specific instance that helped you succeed other than being on Tony B's show? Was that basically just the biggest launch pad there?
That was the biggest launch pad. Was folks that were like, oh wow, man, you're really good. And when Tony kind of recognized it and was like, wow, I'm not gonna lie, I had an offer to kind of help with some with the high school basketball and football. Calling games, just doing some color. I never really got into that. It's something that I would enjoy doing for sure. I've had a couple offers, certainly to do so in just the last couple of years. But with work, 2 jobs, a family, it's just kind of been one of those things like, you put family first, work, and then this is work too, even though it's a hobby, it's fun. So but I would say probably when a guy like the dean, when he comes through and says, hey man, like I said, knowing some folks that have been in the radio business for years, Billy Kidd with IMZ and some of those guys that recognize your talent. It kind of pushes you forward a little bit, and then when you start seeing response from people saying, "Wow, yeah, man, wow, that guy sounds like Lou Holtz," or or this guy might sound like whoever. It does. It kind of gives you a little more fire in the belly, or a little more motivation to, hey, let's see where this thing will go. So it's been a fun journey.
Right. Last thing I got for you. What are your favorite sports to cover?
Certainly football, just because I think with the growth of fantasy football, the growth of the NFL, the college, being in a college town where you wouldn't know it the last 10 years, but there's been a lot of competitive football scene right here in our backyard. High school football, it's still one of the great things that we have is to get out in the community on Friday nights and go and watch some great football. the sound of the the drums, the band, just everything about it, about football, just really brings you together. And then, like I said, I think with the NFL and everything, it gives you that extra day. You know, the whole weekend. It's like Saturday and Sunday. I mean, it's definitely a close second with the basketball.
Right.
I mean, I love basketball. I'm so happy that and intrigued now that Tennessee, it started with Bruce Pearl. It was the first time in a long time, maybe since the DeVoe years, where we you know, we took Dale Ellis and the crew in and knocked off Ralph Sampson and so I mean to have basketball now, it's healthy. And it's close second, but I love. Now I was more of I played basketball, and I still enjoy basketball. As far as a participating basketball for me, certainly. You know, I get in the backyard and throw a little football around, and but I'd rather talk about football and not play the contact sport.
Yeah, I was football and baseball myself, and I love talking about basketball.
But I will say, I love me some baseball too.
Yep.
Huge Cubs fan. I think we got a great
good farm
hire,
system for
and got a great hire for UT now. So things are looking up. Not only basketball, football certainly on the heel at UT, but you know, of course, now having a son that's there, so we're continuing to give the university support, and but I would say definitely football one, basketball would be right there close second, but you know, baseball, man, I could sit and talk baseball all day.
For
absolutely.
sure.
Pretty diverse.
Absolutely. Well, Clone, thank you for sitting in with me.
Awesome, man.
Appreciate
Anytime. We got to get out of here, guys. Appreciate all the sponsors. Thanks again, Tennessee Sports Medicine Group, too, for getting me back in the game. Great stuff over there in the Cherokee Mills Plaza, conveniently located near off Sutherland Avenue, as TR likes to say. Ratty's Liquor Center, 15% off, guys. Go in, spend the money with them. Let them know you'd like to get full cases of anything in the store. 15% off Neutral Zone Special. Again, LoudounCountyHabitat.org. Just unbelievable. Thanks again for the second hour every week, presented by Ochulo's Grill and Bar. Aaron, thank you, my man. We are out of here. Enjoy the games this week. The playoff selection about to be announced. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great week.